to you from the Don Honorio Ventura State University in Bacolor, Pampanga. Our first game for today features the San Miguel Beermen taking on the Rain or Shine Elastopainters. And now let's meet the starters. First, for the San Miguel Beermen, a 5'9" guard from Imus Cavite, number 7, Terrence Romeo. A 6'2" guard from La Paz Leyte, number 6, Chris Ross. A 6'3" forward from Ilocos Sur, number 13, Marshall Lassiter. A 6'4" forward from Lubao, Pampanga, number 29, Arwin Santos. And a 6'10" center from Pinabongahan, Cebu, number 15, Junmar Fajardo. Head coach for San Miguel is Leo Austria. And now the starters for the Rain or Shine Elastopainters. A 5'10" guard from Lukban, Quezon, number 14, Andre Caracut. A 6'3" guard from Florida Blanca, Pampanga, number 7, JV Mocon. A 6'5" center from Borongan, Eastern Samar, number 15, Jewel Ponferrada. A 6'5" forward from Lapu-Lapu City, Cebu, number 25, Leonard Santillan. And a 6'5" forward from Calasiao, Pangasinan, number 5, Gabe Norwood. Head coach for Rain or Shine is Chris Gavita. Our referees for this game, Jimmy Mariano, Albert Nugla, Jeff Tantay, and Brian Teclaro. This game is...
Your starters for this ball game, Caracut, Mocon, Ponferrada, Santillan, and Norwood for Rain or Shine. Nothing out of the ordinary for the San Miguel Beermen, with Romeo Fajardo, Santos, Lassiter, and Chris Ross. Santillan versus Arwin Santos with a jump, and that tip-off is brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. We open things up with a San Miguel Beermen having possession, and Arwin Santos going to that familiar high-low position with Junmar Fajardo. It was denied. Arwin Santos for 3. That will not work. Gabe Norwood with the rebound. The offense is unquestionable for the San Miguel Beermen. How do you expect Rain or Shine to keep scoring at a minimum in this ball game?
I think it's a choice if they will double team Junmar or not. But for sure, they should dictate the tempo of the game, not go with the tempo. Try to dictate the tempo of the game, and not go with the tempo of San Miguel Beer, and not make it a scoring game. It has to be a defensive game for Rain or Shine in order for them to even give themselves a chance to win today.
And that is the problem. When you give San Miguel multiple opportunities, you cannot allow them to grab offensive rebounds and score on putbacks.
Well, first thing is you cannot outscore San Miguel because they have too much firepower, whether it is in the second group, the first group, or the second group. That's why the shots of Rain or Shine should be very efficient, good shots, at piling-pili talagang tira.
And yun nga yung interesante, Coach, no, from their game against Magnolia, because they were clobbered in the rebounding department. Magnolia had 59 rebounds, Rain or Shine only 41, pero sila pa rin yung nanalo dun sa laro.
Actually, because Magnolia fell into the tempo of Rain or Shine, wherein they slowed the game down. And San Miguel should not also fall into the trap. But what the difference between San Miguel and Magnolia, even if it becomes a half-court game, is San Miguel is also good at the half-court
Exactly.
game, giving the ball just to Junmar.
They will not run unless it's a guaranteed 2 points. Instead, Chris Ross will walk it up, dump it to Junmar, and just go back to their usual basketball.
That's correct. And that's what Magnolia did not do. They did not dump the ball enough to Ian Sangala.
2-0 is still the score. A 2-point lead for San Miguel. JV Mocon with a strong drive. No one touched that ball. It did not hit the rim. At sinalo niya. Sa kanyang pagbagsak, JV Mocon will be called for the traveling violation.
If you notice, Magnolia averages 91 points a game, but they did not get to their average. So that's what we're saying, that they fell into the trap of Rain or Shine style of game. And I'm sure that San Miguel watched that game and won't fall into the same.
Foul called against Leonard Santillan, who is just too small against Junmar Fajardo at this stage. So expect a double team because single coverage, Santi versus Junmar, these two proud products of the Visayas region, it will not be enough for Rain or Shine.
For sure, it will not be enough. You can't even push him out because you have no big man to push Junmar out. So I think the best way there, if you will not double team, is to front him.
Oh, nice move coming from Terence Romeo, faking Andre Karakot out of his boots and then sinking that banker for this end one opportunity. Look at this play one more time. Simple fake, got the bite, elevated for the shot. Just a talented make coming from Romeo.
That makes that's what makes a great offensive player. You have your moves, make the contact to get fouled, and at the same time make the shot.
5-0 start for the San Miguel Beermen. If you remember that game against the TNT Tropang Giga, nakauna itong TNT 2-0. Then it was at 18-0 run for the San Miguel Beermen. After that, hindi na nakalapit yung TNT. And it's something that Rain or Shine simply could not allow at this stage. A big run to start the ball game for SMB.
No, they cannot do that because they'll really have a hard time catching up if they play catch up against San Miguel. They'll really have a hard time. So they've got to keep that game as close as they can in striking distance, if not take the lead.
8 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Wala pa rin pong puntos. Ang Rain or Shine Elastopainters, Jewel Ponferrada misses from the outside. As the shots simply are not falling for the Elastopainters. 0 of 6 from the field. Arwin Santos mishandled the pass, gives it back to Romeo. Ginamit ang screen ni Junmar. Terence, his pass won't go anywhere as the defense was just too handsy against Fajardo.
Yeah, they double team Fajardo without the ball. And somehow they impeded the action of Junmar going to the basket.
Ball screen. 2 defenders. You know, may kamay naman talaga galing kay Ponferrada. So the ball will stay with the San Miguel Beermen. Arwin Santos for 3. That's good. He rattles it home. 8-0 start for SMB.
And Rain or Shine will really have a hard time if San Miguel's jump shots start going in, which Magnolia could not convert during that game.
JV Mocon, the mid-range jumper, he was fouled by Fajardo. So this is a good idea certainly for Mocon. Hindi umaandar yung offensa. Just try to get a foul, try to get free throws.
Ang offense ng Rain or Shine, the offense of Rain or Shine is a very conservative offense. Same thing like their defense is very conservative defense. They're not very aggressive because Coach Gabina thinks that's the way they can keep themselves in the game and win games.
Pare-pareho yung style ng Rain or Shine, no, Coach? Keep the scoring low, give yourself a shot at winning it in the end. When you have, you know, big-time shot makers like Reynam Batak and JV Mocon, you will always have an opportunity to win as long as you keep it close.
That's correct. And Coach Gabina knows that he cannot outscore any team, any talented team, because the talent level of the higher teams is just too much in the scoring end.
And now we're seeing Rain or Shine actually speed things up a little bit and not allow the defense of SMB to set.
Well, one of those few mistakes where San Miguel gave up a fast break point, they're taking advantage of Junmar's transition defense.
And just like that, a 6-0 response coming from the Rain or Shine Elastopainters. So malinaw na in this game, it looks like the Elastopainters will try to speed things up.
Probably when they have an opportunity to run, they'll probably run. And it's the job of San Miguel just to get back on defense the best way they can.
And this timeout is brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. A big response coming from the Rain or Shine Elastopainters, only down by 2 against SMB. the San Miguel Beermen are loaded with outstanding scorers. You have Fajardo and Santos, Lassiter, Romeo, you have Tautua and CJ Perez off the bench. So usually, Chris Ross will be okay with just grabbing rebounds, dishing out assists, and just disrupting the opponents with his defense. But sometimes he can still put points on the board. A couple of three-point shots, 5 of 11 from the field. Chris Ross scoring as well as doing the other things for SMB in their last game against Barangay Ginebra.
You know, sometimes if you challenge him, you're challenging me, I'll make the shot. He had 2 long three-pointers in that game. And before that, he broke down the defense to shoot some layup just to make him maintain a threat in the game.
And what he did also, Coach Jong, was he posted up LA Tenorio as much as he could in that ball game.
Well, he felt that he had a great advantage in the post, and he posted, backed him down. And when they did not double, he scored a layup, got fouled, and if they do help, he kicked out for the pass for the three-point shot.
That was a huge weapon para sa San Miguel Beermen kontra Barangay Ginebra. Kinain ang depensa doon. Itong si Jewel Ponferrada. Luckily for him, the ball will stay on their side as the ball was tapped out of bounds by Arwin Santos. 9.1 nalalabi sa shot clock ng Rainer Shine Elastopainters. Gabe Norwood has the ball kontra kay Lassiter. Caraco, corner pocket, 3-ball. Won't bounce in. Arwin Santos picks up the rebound.
That's why it's hard to play San Miguel, because you don't know who they can. You don't dare go to Junmar, that they can go to other weapons as well.
Arwin Santos back to Romeo. Fajardo now posting up against Ponferrada. Repost. As another foul will be called. It's really so difficult to try and push itong si Junmar Fajardo out of his comfort zone.
Right, when he gives the ball back out, the best thing you can do is push him back out. Or release and front him right away on the pass back out. Those are 2 ways that you can defend it, and whichever you're comfortable with, that's what you do.
Kasi
But
yung
for
mga-
sure, like you said, it's hard to push him out of the paint.
Yung mga baguhan kasi na bigs in the PBA, coach, pag pinasa ni Junmar sa labas, akala nila, uy, pwede ako magpahinga sandali. That's usually a big mistake kasi popostihan ka niya. It will be a repost, it will be a reseal for Junmar Fajardo all the time.
You're exactly right. And everybody falls into that bait.
Bo Belga in the ball game now. Misses the 3, but if there is a defender coming from Rainer Shine that has a chance of pushing out Junmar Fajardo, surely it is Bo Belga, as he has done it multiple times in the past already. Just to try and slow Junmar Fajardo down. Kahit naman si Bo sabihin niya, you can stop Junmar, it's impossible. Kailangan mo lang pahirapan ng konti.
Correct. And then on the other end of the floor, Bo Belga can shoot the 3 and can put the ball on the floor. That gives Junmar the problem of playing defense from the outside, out of his comfort zone.
At yun naman ang maganda. Dito sa Rainer Shine, they have Jewel Ponferrada, Mark Borboran, Norbert Torres, and Bo Belga, who can all hit mid-range and outside shots.
So, yeah, correct. For you to take advantage of Junmar, you need to hit the perimeter shot.
Question is, if those shots will fall for the big men, and this will be a loose ball foul against Rainer Shine, and they are already in the penalty situation. With still 5 minutes, 2.5 seconds remaining in the first quarter, the Beermen will be taking free throws from here on out.
Well, as much as possible, you don't want to get into penalty early, especially against the Beermen, because their offense will double work, because now you cannot play very aggressive defense. Now you have to double team, or else Junmar will hit you inside, and he'll just keep shooting free throws.
And now, arguably the best combination of the bench in the entire PBA. Moala Tautua and CJ Perez step into the ball game for the San Miguel Beermen. Those two can start for any other team in the PBA.
For sure. I mean, CJ Perez is a proven scorer. Mo Tautua is a proven defender that can score. So, Coach Leo has such a luxury in his backup team or second team. In fact, this is his second team, but you can make this the first team in any other team.
Now, this is for sure another rebound here for Arwin Santos. It's a 5-0 counter for the San Miguel Beermen after the 6-0 run as CJ Perez lost the defense there. Miscommunication defensively for Rainer Shine.
Well, it was a dribble handoff. They thought they were supposed to switch it, but they didn't switch it. a defensive mistake against San Miguel is sure 2 points.
Ano babawi ang Rain or Shine? They have Borboran now on the floor alongside Anton Asisio. Reynang Batak also there. 2 seconds to shoot. Asisio will have to put this one up. Can't get it to sink as Arwin continues to gobble up the rebounds here in the first quarter. Already 6 rebounds in the ball game for the Spider-Man.
See, what's going against Rain or Shine is after one shot, rebound na ng San Miguel. And you don't give yourself an opportunity to score if you're not an offensive rebounding team.
Big smiles for Moala Tautua as he knew he got a little bit of luck with that banking 3-point shot. Look at this. Fake the handoff, hesitation, no switch in the defense, no reaction. As you said, you make a mistake against SMB, they will make you pay with 2 points. And then this one, a 3-point shot, a friendly bounce off the backboard for Moala Tautua as this is now the biggest lead of the ball game for SMB at 12 points. First quarter of action inside the Don Honorio Ventura State University gym in Bacolor, Pampanga. Carlo Pamintuan and Coach John with Chico on the call for PBA Rush already. Flirting with the double-double is Arwin Santos, and we are still in the first quarter. Coach, 8 points and 7 rebounds in the ballgame.
That's, he's doing everything. He's rebounding, he's scoring, making his jump shots, and that's why he has 8 points right away. You don't know where the points are coming from for San Miguel because anybody can score.
Good pass inside pero nakabawi yung depensa ng SMB. Bo Belga attacks. The layup won't work. 2 free throws coming up for Big Bo. Coach Jong, in the PBA bubble, we saw a dip dito sa performance ni Arwin Santos. It was undeniable. No, bumaba talaga yung performance and it had everyone asking, is this the start of the end for the Spider-Man? Ito na ba? Parang, is he finally getting old? But at least here in the 2021 Philippine Cup, it seems like, he can just continue to perform this way for a few more years.
Yeah, I think his style of game will not get old because he spots up for the 3. He just defends. His moves are calculated. He doesn't attack the basket. So his career is really due for a longer time just because of the way he plays.
And then you couple that with the way that Arwin Santos takes care of his body, never tumataba, di ba? Never bumibigat.
Right. Yep.
It just guarantees a long and active career as he just flips that one up and in against James Yap.
And just talking about style of game, he just moves around a little bit, finds himself open for a layup.
And on that note, syempre kailangan din nating pasalamatan yung tatay-tatayan na tinatawag ni Arwin Santos, si Governor Delta Pineda of Pampanga. Of course, the help of the local government was crucial to making sure that we will be able to restart the action of the 2021 PBA Philippine Cup in Bacolor, Pampanga. Once again, maraming salamat po to Governor Delta Pineda of Pampanga. That was an important shot for Anton Asisio just to stop the bleeding. Good swipe at the ball coming from Bo Belga, making sure na hindi makakascore itong si Tautua.
Right, and now Reno Shine has to make these shots, those outside shots, so that the defense of San Miguel will move out so they have a chance to penetrate.
Especially for the bigs, no, Coach?
Sorry?
Especially for the bigs.
Right, but until they make those shots, San Miguel will take a gamble and then shooting the outside shot.
20-10 is the count. 2 minutes remaining. Almost a steal for Arwin Santos. Rain or Shine could not press the advantage of having only 4 SMB defenders. As the Beermen recover now. James Yep attacks. That familiar one-hander rattles home.
I mean, James Yap hasn't been shooting the three-point shot very well, but he's mature enough to know that I'll get my shots closer to the basket.
Oh, that's shoveling violation. Nag-hesitate dun sa pasa si Arwin Santos. As the ball will go back to Rain or Shine. So if you're Rain or Shine, you just need to hang in there. Don't allow San Miguel to get too comfortable. Don't allow them to break this game wide open. If they get a run, make sure that you also get a run of your own.
That's correct. And then, don't panic. Just keep playing, and don't lose your discipline. And just like what you said, keep the game as close as you can.
Bo Belga, oh, his pass bounces out. And it was last touched by Borboran. 20-12 is still the count. A minute and 18 seconds remaining in our first quarter of action. Muli po, this is only the first game ng ating triple header for this Sunday. We still have a rematch of the Philippine Cup Finals. Barangay Ginebra San Miguel kontra sa TNT Tropang Giga. And then Northport with the back end of their two straight versus the NLEX Road Warriors. CJ Perez for three. That's good.
CJ Perez, three!
Parang ang dali ng basketball sa kanila eh.
Basic coming from CJ Perez. If your defender gives you space, pull the trigger.
That's correct. Give you the shot, I can make the shot, shoot it.
Oh, nice move coming from James Yap, scoring with that reverse layup.
Well, it's good to see James Yap getting back his confidence, getting back his scoring opportunities, because rain or shine will need that.
23-14, a 9-point San Miguel Beer lead. Lassiter attacks middle. The floater is good.
Well, that time rain or shine switched it, and Lassiter saw the mismatch. He took the ball to the basket.
Mark Borboran was trying to get an offensive foul, pero nabasa rin yun ni Lassiter. Instead of going for the layup, went for the one-hander to avoid contact. Belga against Tautua. Bo with a nice move. The hook shot is good.
Yep, a good fake to the baseline, go back to his strong side, and 2 points.
Nawala sa depensa si Bo Belga. He was showing a little too hard there against Marcio Lassiter.
Yeah, I think there was a little bit of confusion. Are they switching? Are they not switching? Because in the previous play, they switched it. So there's a little bit of miscommunication in the defense of Rain or Shine.
Ang mga numero ni Arwin Santos, pang buong laro na sa iba. 10 points, 7 rebounds in what has been an outstanding performance for the Spider-Man, as he is leading the San Miguel Beermen to a double-digit advantage at the end of our first quarter of action. SMB is up 27-16.
This is the second quarter brought to us by Firefly, the trusted lighting partner by the PBA.
Big game, James Yap showing up in the first quarter for the Rain or Shine Elastopainters, providing crucial points off the bench para kay Coach Chris Gavina. As we start our second period, Carlo Pamintuan with Coach John Chico on the call for PBA Rush. Almost 50% shooting for the San Miguel Beermen. 6 of 19 only for Rain or Shine. Mark Borboran in trouble here. Nice dish to Bo Belga for the easy deuce.
Yep, that's a good pass by Borboran, last-minute pass, and that's good that Bo Belga found the open spot for the pass.
The 5 on the floor. for Coach Leo Austria. This is Bam Gamalinda, Mo Tautua, CJ Perez, Von Pesumal, and Chris Ross, who leaves the ball for CJ Perez. Another three on the way, not this time. Battle for the rebound picked up by Nambata. He is joined by Asisio, Yap, Belga, and Mark Borboran for Coach Chris Gavina. Handoff, James Yap for three. Still nothing from the outside for big game James.
So Rain or Shine came out with the zone that time. Now they're in a zone again, and until San Miguel breaks that zone, they will stay in the zone.
Well, the zone breaker is Von Pesumal, specialty of the house of that. You know, good ball movement, side to side, left to right for SMB.
Sure, yeah, against a zone, you need to move the ball left to right, inside and out to make the zone move.
Foul whistled against the San Miguel Beermen. Von Pesumal tagged with this one, and it will send Bo Belga to the free throw line.
Well, the style of Coach Gravina is come out with some change-up defense, tricky defense, just to keep San Miguel out of the rhythm in scoring. And, you know, that's a game plan that Coach Gabina has been employing in this season.
There are different methods of attacking the zone. As you said, side to side always makes sense. But for Gilas, you usually find that pass to the big man near the free throw area.
Yeah,
the gaps offense, Coach Tap.
That's correct. The simplest way to beat is get the ball to the high post or get the ball to the short corner. Because if the ball gets into the high post, then everything becomes easy already. Same thing when the ball gets into the short corner.
Coach Jong Wichiko dropping knowledge, as always. And of course, Coach, we also just want to give your proper credit because you work so well with the younger coaches, with the work that you do with the Samahang Basketball ng Pilipinas. And with nothing happening in basketball at the grassroots, arming the young coaches with information that they will get to use when we do get back to basketball is certainly helpful to our cause at this time.
So that's what we're trying to do. The Samahang Basketball ng Pilipinas and myself is try to give as much knowledge as we can while while nothing physical is happening in basketball. So when they do get back, and they baon silang knowledge.
Parang dahil naka-homeschool yung mga estudyante, yung coaches homeschool din muna no?
Homeschooling.
Online learning muna as we go back to this ball game. A dozen-point lead for SMB, 30-18. Nambata with a strong drive kicks it out to James Yap. Big game. Another kick out pass. Extra pass to Nambata for three. Great ball movement for the Elastopainters.
That's right. That's one of the few times that there was great ball movement by Rain or Shine finding the open man.
And Rain or Shine will sit on this zone once again. Von Pesumal, he made a shot there earlier. This time he drives, loses the ball to Nambata. This is a 2-on-1. Ray Nambata with a nice dish to Asisio, who gets it off the glass and in. And that mini run coming from the Rain or Shine Elastopainters will force a timeout from Coach Leo Austria. This timeout is brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. Check this out one more time. Off of the great ball movement, Ray Nambata with a wide open three-point shot, and then the play after that assisting Anton Asisio, the rookie, as Rain or Shine starting to climb back in this ballgame. The Rain or Shine Elastopainters starting to work on this deficit. The biggest lead of SMB was at 13. Ngayon, binababa na nila yan. Nababa nila to just 7 points, 30-23. Yes, we welcome you back to the Dove Suit Gym in Bacolor, Pampanga. Carlo Pamintuan, kasama pa rin si Coach Jong with Chico on the call for PBA Rush, the first of our triple header for today.
Well, still in the zone by rain or shine. So far, San Miguel has not broken it consistently. So we will see rain or shine continuing to play the zone.
Until you do, dito lang kami, sabi na Rain or Shine. No
That's right.
adjustments from their end as they have another opportunity to inch closer. Nagkabanggaan doon. Looks like an offensive foul will be called against Rain or Shine. Oh, masama yung tama doon sa likod nitong si Mo Tautua. James Yap will be called for the personal.
We have an official suspension play.
Oh, we all know how tough Moala Tautua is. So if he is down on the floor for this long, it just meant that it was really a strong hit.
Yep, it must hurt.
He's holding on to his lower back. So we're hoping it's nothing too serious for Tautua.
Kasi para kang na, ano yan eh, para kang na whiplash or para kang na hyperextend kasi yung hindi ka aware.
So yung tulak ni James Yap papunta kay CJ Perez, causing Perez to bump into the lower back of Tautua. If you look at it, it's not that strong, but sometimes it's all dependent on the angle, no? Kung saan tumama talaga, because the smallest contact in the wrong angle will hurt you.
Correct. Maybe it has something to do with the muscle part here that you get hit, and it must be a hard part of CJ that hit Mo.
Kita nyo, hindi talaga okay hanggang ngayon, no? Si Mo Tautua, as he had to be subbed out of the ball game.
Yeah, and Mo has a history of back problems.
Again, zone defense as CJ Perez attacks and scores with a layup. That's another way to beat the zone. Just attack it.
Yes, why we want to get the ball to the high and the low is the same principle as why we want to get penetration into that area. Once you get the ball into that area via penetration or via the pass, then so many things can happen.
Finally, a three-point shot for big game James Yap. As you can see, Rain or Shine's offense is trying everything they can to help James Yap get open looks at the basket.
Right, because they're really struggling for points, and I think their answer will be James Yap.
Another three-point miss coming from Von Pesumal, pero sinungkit lang nitong si Junmar Fajardo yung bola. Had it stolen away from him though. Good defense for Rain or Shine again, still sticking to that zone. Nambatak runs the horns. Goes to Belga up top. Belga for three. They almost.
That was a good shot by Belga. Brought Junmar out, and if he missed that shot, maybe they might get an offensive rebound because Junmar was out defending the perimeter.
Mistake there coming from Chris Ross. Pass to a spot, hindi pala dun papunta yung kanyang kakamping si Von Pesumalas. Terence Romeo check back into the ball game para palitan si Von Pesumal. 7 minutes, 25 seconds remaining in our second quarter of action. James Yap will take a break. So far, so good for big game James, already with 7 points in the ball game. 3 of 4 from the field.
Right, for the minutes that he played, he already did his job. Scoring, not getting hurt on defense.
That's the best way to score against Junmar Fajardo. You drive against him, and then you use the rim to protect your shot with the reverse layup.
That's correct, because it's hard to shoot in front of Junmar because you know he's got some size. And you're correct in saying that you can use the rim or the backboard as a protector.
12 points already in this ball game for Arwin Santos. He had 15 in the entire game against Ginebra. And now 12, and we still have 6:45 to play in this second quarter. Belga with a nice move against the Kraken.
Yep, he's eating Junmar one-on-one, and Junmar has to defend better.
34-30. It was once a 13-point lead for SMB. Good tap there coming from Belga once again, leaving SMB with only 9.2 seconds remaining in their shot clock. Look at this, on the move. How do you erase the defense of Junmar? Score on the other side. Ngayon naman, post him up, get your angle. Easy hook shot for Bo.
Well, those are great moves by Bo Belga. Dribble to the left, and then going into his left shoulder, which is his favorite shot.
Terence Romeo for 3, that's good. So the adjustment from Coach Leo Austria was not gameplay, it was personnel. Labas muna si Von Pesumal, pasok si Terence Romeo, and he has been on fire throughout this conference.
That's that's if the players in the court are not producing how you want to produce, then just sub through and see what they can do. That's the luxury of Coach Leo, wherein if one guy is not performing well, you have people on the bench that can perform well too.
Tapos may pabalik ka pa na Alex Cabagnot, of course, who is still dealing with a knee issue. Not yet with the team, still trying to recover. But when he returns, that's just another loaded weapon for the offense of SMB. Meanwhile, JB Mocon taking that three-point shot right back with his own version on the other side.
Yes, JB Mocon, the consistent, efficient player that Rain or Shine has. Number one in all statistics for Rain or Shine.
Fajardo against Torres. They stick to this zone. That's a three-point shot for Junmar Fajardo. Kind of settled for it, and that is a victory for the Rain or Shine defense.
Sure, you'd want him to take more shots that are like that, because you know he won't beat you from that spot, but he will beat you underneath the basket.
High ball screen. Marcio Lassiter makes the defense pay. Hindi maintindihan ni JV Mocon why Adrian Wong would even attempt to go under the screen against Marcio.
That's correct, because that's the only thing he will do is shoot the three-point shot, but you decide to go underneath.
Rain or Shine responding with a mid-range jumper coming from Bradwin Ginto. It's so important to get offense from the other guys, from the likes of Norbert Torres, Bradwin Ginto, everyone who can chip in.
Yeah, they need to make their shots just like Bradwin Ginto did. They need to have their share on defense, because we know that San Miguel has great scoring opportunities. And then JB Mocon with the three-point shot before, that helps a lot in the overall context of the offense of Rain or Shine.
Mocon called for a foul pero hindi pa problema yan, because unlike the first quarter, Rain or Shine does not find itself in early penalty situation. Chris Ross with another turnover. He lost his balance, passed it to a spot. No one was there to pick it up. 4 minutes, 20 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Only a 5-point lead now for the San Miguel Beermen. And you can see Rain or Shine, they've already adjusted. They allowed 27 points in the first quarter. Now, SMB with only 13 in the second.
The zone helped a lot. The change-up of the defense of Coach Gabina helped a lot. Took out the rhythm of San Miguel. Took out Junmar in the one-on-one in the post. But now they need, for San Miguel to be able to score, they'll need to make their outside shots. But now they're back to man-to-man because they see Lassiter and Romeo in the game.
And when you go man-to-man, Junmar Fajardo will just take it strong. Missing that opportunity though. Tatakbo ang Rain or Shine. JV Mocon studying his options, trying to read the defense of SMB. Mocon attacks, kicks it out to the corner. Wong could not tie the game. As that is a foul, loose ball foul against Norbert Torres. Only the third team foul of Rain or Shine in the second quarter.
Well, Rain or Shine is getting a lot of good shots. They're just not making them consistently. But I'd live with that, just as long as they get good shots. Like this, got Junmar napping, and then they were able to find the open man.
Norbert Torres doing a great job there of just being available. Another time that Rain or Shine decided to go under the screen against Terence Romeo, and he makes them pay.
That's right. It's hard if the ball pick is between Terence Romeo and Junmar, because you know if you go over the top, the man of Junmar has to help, and that gives an open rolling lane to to Junmar, so they need to decide what to do. If they decide to go underneath, then you live with the outside shot.
It's pick your poison, no, coach,
Sure.
against this kind of offense for SMB. Another steal here. And Terence Romeo not liking that last foul against Andre Caracot. Pero ganun kabilis makaganti itong San Miguel Beer. Just when you thought that Rain or Shine was on its way back into this matchup, a three-point shot from Terence, a steal, a layup from Chris Ross, and they're up by 8 points once again. This was just a nice read from Terence, as he did not appreciate that hack coming from Caracot.
Yeah, I mean, he had to foul him because he was going to have a breakaway. No intention to hurt, but of course he did not go for the ball.
Balikat na yun yung nahatak ni
Yes.
Caracot because he just wanted to grab a hold of anything at that
Right,
point.
because it was a sure layup already.
Advantage foul number 14, Andre Caracot.
And it is deemed as an advantage foul, so 2 free throws
Rain or Shine Elastopainters.
will be coming up for Terence Romeo when we come back with ball possession as well for the San Miguel Beermen. 8-point lead for SMB, 45-37. Gusto nyo ba ng kakaibang viewing experience sa PBA? Well, register to join the PBA Virtual Fan Experience and become a Bida fan. Dahil dito sa PBA, tayo ang bida. A registration link will be posted a day before each PBA game on PBA, PBA Rush, TV5, and One Sports Facebook account. So make sure you follow all of those accounts para mabigyan kayo ng pagkakataon to see yourselves on TV, become a virtual fan, and support your teams virtually sa loob ng Don Honorio Ventura State University Gymnasium. We thank you so much for hanging out with us on PBA Rush. Carlo Pamintuan with Coach Jong, with Chico on the call, Andre Caracot, part of his learning as a rookie, as a newbie in the PBA is what to do in situations like that. Of course, you wanted to prevent the 2 points, but if you will give up 2 free throws and ball possession, baka masulit na napabayaan mo na lang muna yung layup.
That's correct. They have to learn how to foul without giving an advantage foul or a deliberate or intentional foul. And through their maturity, they will learn that throughout the games that they play in the PBA.
Kasi coach, iba naman talaga yung tawagan in terms of the UAAP to the PBA. So it's something that you may not necessarily be used to, something that you need to get acquainted with. But again, it's very young into his PBA career, and these are the things that he will learn.
That's correct. And he has a bright future because even in the college days, he's known to be a point guard that can score and defend, and he's doing the best he can. Unfortunately, he's defending Terence Romeo, who has a multiple number of offensive moves.
O sa kagustuhan itong si Andre Caracot to prevent the 2 points. He ends up giving up 4 points for Terence Romeo, as this is now back to a 12-point lead para sa San Miguel Beermen. Terence Romeo goes to Arwen and then continues to a spot. Romeo does not pull the trigger. He has a big on him. Romeo for the outside shot, no good. Rebound for Mocon. JV with a nice quick pass inside. Caracot with the basket. Good basket to stop the bleeding para sa Rain or Shine, as San Miguel was threatening to rebuild their advantage. Patuloy ang kiskisan ni Andre Caracot at Terence Romeo.
Yeah, but that's good that Andre Caracot is not intimidated.
Yep.
He's playing clean defense, a little bit physical, but that's good. He's not backing down. And that's a good sign of a rookie that he will be a very important part in Rain or Shine's team.
Look at this. Try and slow down Terence Romeo. Gabe Norwood now on him. Arwin Santos pulls the trigger from deep. Nothing there for 3. Good defense for Rain or Shine. JV Mocon looking for his options. Bradwin Ginto. Ball is now back to Norbert Torres for 3. Can make that shot. This time he does not.
Right, and again they're leaving with that shot because they know Norbert Torres has to make that shot, leaving Junmar in the paint.
Arwin Santos with that short jumper, no good. Mocon with another rebound. Tatakbo Rain or Shine. Quick pass to Norbert Torres, who is blocked and fouled by CJ Perez.
Again, you see Norbert Torres, who Junmar is defending, is running the floor. If he's not spreading the floor, he's running rim to rim, making Junmar defend.
Rain or Shine definitely had its moments here in the first half, but the firepower so far of SMB just too much for them to overcome.
Yes, because the second group was not performing the way that Coach Leo wanted them, but he makes a sub through. All of a sudden, Terence Romeo shoots a 3, Arwin Santos, and then CJ Perez. So, I mean, now it's back to a 9-point lead.
But you cannot lose heart if you are Rain or Shine. Lalamangan ka talaga ng San Miguel Beer. All you have to do is chip away at it, continue to work your way back into the ball game.
Well, you're good. That's good. You're only 8 points down coming into the end of the second quarter.
Our tournament format, we have a single round robin, 11 games per team. We have the teams at number 9, 10, 11, and 12 being eliminated after our first round. Top 8 teams will qualify for the quarterfinals. Number 1 and number 2 will have a twice to beat advantage against number 7 and number 8, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a best of 3. And then, matira matibay sa ating semifinals at finals, best of 7. Pareho yan.
So that's why Rain or Shine's an important game to keep them there in the middle standing or even make it to the top 4. But a loss by Rain or Shine here will move them down to the middle or part of the bottom.
Their record right now, Coach, is at 5-4. So the best record possible for them in their last 2 games is 7-4. Definitely enough to make it into the next stage. 6 wins could still be enough, but yung 5 wins, it might be a dangerous situation because even if you make it into the playoffs, baka mahulog ka pa sa number 7 and number 8.
Well, hopefully that 5 gets you a tie, 2 for the 7 if that's the case. Just as long as it's not the 8 where you have to go through a playoff game.
That is correct. And then you have to rely also on the PBA quotient in case there will be multiple ties. As Marcio Lassiter with a strong drive there, finishing with the left hand.
Right, one of the few strong drives of Marcio. We know he's a 3-point shooter, but now he's showing us a different aspect of Marcio Lassiter taking the ball to the basket.
3-second difference between game clock and shot clock. Tolentino defending Romeo. Rain or Shine already in the penalty. That's a foul on Vince Tolentino. And that will mean 2 free throws as the Elastopainters are in the penalty situation.
Yep, he's asking what did he do to foul. He grabbed Junmar a little bit
on the screen.
I don't know if that should merit or would merit a foul.
Actually, decent idea there. Kasi parang nabasa ni Coach Chris Gavina that they will go to that ball screen, Terence Romeo, Junmar Fajardo. So he put a big on Terence. Tapos easy switch lang with Gabe Norwood, who was initially defending Junmar Fajardo.
Yes, it's a perfect ploy. So that if you switch, there is no mismatch.
So that situation actually worked in the favor of Rain or Shine. Initially, of course, they disagreed with the call, but after the 2 misses for Junmar Fajardo, pwede na rin.
That's a good foul. That's a good foul.
Good stop. Now 9 seconds to work with for the Elastopainters. Gabe Norwood calls a timeout. Still a lot of fouls to give up. 3 team fouls to give up for the San Miguel Beermen to try and prevent a basket here for Rain or Shine. They will burn their 30-second timeout as they could not take it into the second half. What do you want to see from this offense? Final 5.5, Coach Jong.
just an isolation, or you want a ball pick quick, or just an quick isolation. If he has an isolation player, or a quick pick and pop, where I can, get an open shot for the three.
And as you say that, James Yap is taking off his warmer, so it would seem that Coach Chris Gavina would draw up a play for Big Game James.
Yes, could be. At least he has an extra shooter in the game.
Substitution, James Yap for Vince Latino.
James Yap going in for a non-shooter. Yeah.
He's got a long time to go. I just don't know if he'll run a quick shot right away.
Gabe Norwood, the inbounder. They go to JV Mocon. Quickly inside. Good read coming from CJ Perez. Ball will stay with Rain or Shine. 2.6 seconds remaining here in the first half of action.
So he tried to run an elevator play for James Yap. Arvin Santos, smart enough, the same there, switching it.
Big game. Misses on the three. That was a decent look coming from James Yap. Just could not sink it. At the half, still a commanding lead for the San Miguel Beermen. Looking for their third straight win, and it's pick your poison. Terence Romeo or Junmar Fajardo. Terence Romeo emerges victorious in this particular play, going one-on-one against the youngster Andre Caracot, getting his fair share of points already. It's on average for Terence Romeo, 13 points at the half. We know he is an explosive scorer, and he has been the engine of SMB's offense, at least here in Pampanga, as we head into the halftime break with the San Miguel Beermen of 51-41 against the Rain or Shine Elastopainters. At the half, the score is 51 for the San Miguel Beermen, 41 for the Rain or Shine Elastopainters. You're still watching PBA Rush. Carlo Pamintuan with Coach Jong, with Chico on the call, and we will be breaking down some of the numbers. Our halftime stats are brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. But first, let's check out the highlights in our first half of play. Terence Romeo picking up from where he left off last game, aggressively looking for his own shot with that end one opportunity. But then the Rain or Shine Elastopainters started going on the run. Gabe Norwood converting on a three-point shot, but Romeo still hot as he finds Arvin Santos, who already posted impressive numbers in the first half of this ball game with 12 points and 8 rebounds. CJ Perez helping out off the bench for the San Miguel Beermen as well, Coach Joe.
Yes, Romeo started together with Arvin Santos. Once they subbed through, it was CJ Perez this time contributing, and not mentioning even Junmar, but Rain or Shine kept themselves into the game with shots by James Yap and one-on-one moves of Bo Belga against Junmar.
Big Bo had a couple of nice baskets against the defense of the Kraken that allowed them to threaten to come back into this ball game, but all of a sudden, the San Miguel Beermen catching fire once again. Marcio Lassiter connecting with a three, with the defense going under. This time again, defense going under. Terence Romeo makes them pay with another three-point shot.
Well, mistakes on the defense, going underneath on shooters, San Miguel Beer will make you pay.
Halftime stats once again brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA bench points. Heavily in favor of the Rain or Shine Elastopainters because of their rotating starting unit, of course. Fast break also on their side, but the three-point shooting, that's the difference. I mean, if you compute that quickly, tatlong three-point makes mas marami para sa San Miguel Beermen, and they're up by 10 points.
Well, that's correct. Rain or Shine is not known for their three-point shooting, and that is why San Miguel Beer is pouncing on the their three-point shot, which they made 8 out of 21. While Rain or Shine also only made 5 out of 19.
Two players in double digits already for SMB with Terence Romeo and Arvin Santos combining for 25 points on the other side. The veterans Big Bo Belka and James Yap combining for 16 for the Rain or Shine Elastopainters. Only 4 points on the board for JV Mocon. A bit of a surprise because we know how talented he is as a scorer, as he has been their leading point getter for the 2021 PBA Philippine Cup in the Rain or Shine Elastopainters. In terms of adjustments, Coach, what do you want to see from them? Because they had some success with the zone, but then the three-point shot started to fall again for San Miguel Beer. Would you think that Coach Chris Gavina would go back to the zone here in the third
Well,
quarter?
yes, he won't abandon it. He'll just, use it from time to time. But I think you notice that they really were hurt by their pick and roll defense if they make a mistake. So I think that's what they uh, discussed during halftime, how to defend the pick and roll.
Same starting unit for the San Miguel Beermen. Ross, Romeo, Lassiter, Fajardo, and Marcio Lassiter. Arwin Santos, top of the key, gives the ball up to Ross. Now it is with Junmar posting up against Belga. Repost para kay Junmar. The Kraken, well defended by Belga with a takeaway.
Well, it seems like Belga is defending Junmar very well and making him defend also.
That ball actually looked like it was blocked by Junmar Fajardo. Referee saying it would be a traveling violation.
Just as long as he did not let go of the ball. If he let go of the ball, then that's fine.
Oh, he caught it again,
Yeah.
going down.
Yes,
If he allowed that ball to bounce, he could have picked it up.
could have picked it up probably. Yes. So you can't catch the ball in the air after a block shot.
So 51-41 is still the count, a 10-point lead for the San Miguel Beermen. At mukhang yung depensa nitong si Junmar Fajardo kahit paano naka-adjust na kay Bo Belga because he was scored on a couple of times in our first half of action.
Yep. Yes, I know he can defend Bo. Maybe he just relaxed a little bit.
So yung depensa dito ng Rain or Shine, it is, I think, switch everything right now because Coach Chris Gavina has a unit with players who are, in the same height. Walang natural point guard. Gabe Norwood will now play as the point. He is joined by James Yap, Bo Belga, Mark Borboran, and JV Mocon. And they might just switch everything to not have to deal with that ball screen defense.
That's good. That could be that could be right. That's their adjustment is to switch everything. And if there's a mismatch, just help and rotate. Because the regular defense in the first half just wasn't working.
Another turnover here against Rain or Shine with Bo Belga called for an illegal screen. Poposte si Fajardo kontra kay Belga. Junmar faces up. The short jumper is gone.
So Junmar the first time tried to back him in and didn't get anything. So next time I won't back you in. I'd rather face you up and shoot the 15-foot jumper.
That is really tough to defend from a player as big as the Kraken. Battle for the rebound. This will be a jump ball between Arwin Santos and JV Mocon. Dalawang Kapampangan. Tatalon dito sa Davsu Gym in Bacolor, Pampanga. Yung isa taga Lubao, yung isa taga Florida Blanca. As it will be the youngster JV Mocon against the veteran Arwin Santos. Jumping it up, the ball will stay with Rain or Shine. They have the numbers here as James Yap goes inside, misses. Rebound once again for Mocon.
Yeah, that's why Mocon has the #1 stats for Rain or Shine is because he's always in the play, rebounds, passes the ball, and is able to score.
James Yap continues to play well in this ball game. 9 puntos para sa kanya with that one-hander.
So James Yap not scoring, not settling for his usual 3-point shot, putting the ball on the floor and shooting the higher percentage basket.
Lassiter goes to Terence Romeo. One dribble, pull-up jumper, rattles out, rebound Belga. So far, seems like good adjustments on defense mula kay Coach Chris Gavina. Bo Belga with a spin, with a fake, nothing there. Kicks it out to the wrong person. Terence Romeo with a takeaway. Goes behind the back against Gabe Norwood as he draws a foul. Yun yung mga sinasabi mong fouls na you do not want to give them an advantage. So you time it perfectly. You still go for the ball. You prevent the fast break opportunity.
Yes, which Karakot will learn as he keeps on maturing in the PBA.
Turnover here against the San Miguel Beermen. JV Mocon bringing the ball down para sa Rain or Shine. James Yap goes to the crossover. Draws a foul from Arwin.
Blocking foul number 29.
53 to 43. Still a 10-point advantage. Tigalawang puntos pa lang ang magkabilang koponan here in the third quarter.
Yes, all Rain or Shine wants to do is, like what you said earlier in the first half, that avoid the streaks that San Miguel will try to do.
And that is a strong drive coming from JV Mocon. With the play breaking down, he just took matters into his own hands. Went one-on-one against Marcio Lassiter. Crossover. Strong to the hoop for two. With a bonus free throw coming right up. Oh, Borboran gets the position on the offensive rebound. Extra possession for Rain or Shine.
Yes, that's one of the few offensive rebounds by Rain or Shine that's going to keep them in the game.
JV Mocon, short jumper, wild. But they get the ball back. Gabe Norwood at the buzzer. Wala pa rin yan as Junmar Fajardo finally grabs the rebound for SMB. Marcio Lassiter against Belga. He has the speed advantage.
There's a mismatch
Yep.
there.
Borboran defending Fajardo. Good recovery on defense. Kick out pass to Ross. Extra pass to Terrence. Romeo for three. Nothing there. Belga with the board. So far, so good on the defensive end for Rain or Shine. Pero hindi rin sila makakuha ng puntos masyado. Gabe Norwood with the nice fake and the extra pass to Borboran for three. No good. Rebound Ross. Chris Ross trying to draw contact there. Kicks it out to Lassiter. Marcio, one dribble, pull-up jumper. Fouled by Borboran.
Yeah, it's going to be a given that Rain or Shine will have a hard time scoring, but they're getting good shots so far. Really wide open shots. It's just not falling in for them.
Marshall currently on the line for two. 7 points in the ball game with 4 rebounds, 1 assist.
Substitution, Leonard Santillan for Marco Duran.
Coach, itong si Leonard Santillan played a really good game against the Magnolia Hotshots. Pambansang Manok scored 14 points in that one. Hindi rin naging mainit yung pag-uumpisa ng kanyang PBA career, but it's all about finding your role. It's all about discovering what Coach Chris Gavina needs from you.
He likes, because Santi likes to be inside the paint and try to seal post, offensive rebound. He's not really a perimeter player, so I try to keep him, somewhere in the paint and have the other guy better in the perimeter.
Bo Belga for 3, no good. Loose ball foul kontra sa San Miguel Beermen. So the 3-point shots not falling for the big men of Rain or Shine, and that has allowed SMB not to have to adjust on defense.
Rain or Shine averages about 25% only in the 3-point range, so it's really not their forte. But against San Miguel, they need to take those shots to open up the paint for them.
That'll be the 4th team foul of the San Miguel Beermen. Marshall tagged with this one. Also, the 4th team foul could be a big development. With Marcio having to sit on the bench now, in comes CJ Perez.
14 seconds to shoot.
Less than 7 minutes remaining sa ating third quarter. Mocon against Perez. These two have had their battles in the NCAA as Mocon gets this end one opportunity. Foul drawn against Junmar Fajardo.
Well, that's good what Rain or Shine is doing. They're involving Junmar in the offense, in their offense. Ball picks, so some mistake, make Junmar defend, and for the layup, they could have gotten the ball under the basket, but yes, that's good involving Junmar in the ball pick action.
JV Mocon only had 4 points in the entire first half of action. He has doubled up since with 8 now. Romeo against Norwood. Perez versus Fajardo. CJ Perez attacking. Good defense so far. Might have been a traveling violation. Nagpalit ng pivot foot si CJ.
Yes, it could be. Hindi nakita nung referee.
Meanwhile, San Miguel Beer gets the ball back. Mid-range jumper for Terence, no good. Rebound for Leonard Santillan. Quickly forward. Libre si James Yap, and James mishandles the shot. One more try, still nothing there. Third effort. JV Mocon will be heading to the line for two.
If San Miguel just passes the ball just a little bit more, I think they'll get better shots. They're trying to score on the first
Open look. Yeah.
First open look. If they can just pass the ball just a little bit more, I think it will give problems to rain or shine.
JV Mocon now on the line for two more. First one won't work. Problema yan because, you will not get a lot of free throws from the San Miguel Beer defense. But if you shoot only 50% where Rain or Shine is right now, that could end up haunting you in the end.
Yes, if shooting free throws, you should be around in the 75%. So you make the defense pay, especially if they get into penalty early. And Rain or Shine is only shooting like 13 free throws per game, which is not much. So they have to make it count.
Strong drive coming from CJ Perez as he stretches the lead back to 8 points, 57-49. Rain or Shine Elastopainters requesting this timeout, and it's brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. 57 for San Miguel Beer, 49 for Rain or Shine. Rain or Shine Elastopainters doing their best to battle back against the San Miguel Beermen here in the third quarter of action. So far, yung depensa ng Rain or Shine, it has been good in the third, only allowing 6 points, and we're halfway done in our third quarter, Coach Jong.
Yes, that's the main emphasis of Rain or Shine, is really to defend and always take the challenge shot, always challenge the shot. They're very conservative, not allowing too much penetration and forcing you to shoot a challenge jump shot.
Double-double na for JV Mocon. At yung importante dito with SMB being in the penalty situation is for Rain or Shine to attack and just find a way to get to the free throw line.
That's correct. And now San Miguel comes out of the timeout with the zone for a surprise.
Good action. Great action there. JV Mocon setting up Santillan for the easy deuce.
Right, and then Mocon penetrating to the basket, finding Santillan for the 2-point shot.
Only a 6-point deficit now. San Miguel has been up for this entire ball game. Wild miss coming from CJ Perez. Bo Belga with the board. Another opportunity for Rain or Shine. Gabe Norwood overshoots the mark on the three. And CJ Perez picks up the ball, gives it up to Romeo. Only 2 team fouls for Rain or Shine. They've done a great job of limiting their fouls here in the third quarter. Terence kicks it out to Arwin Santos. Straight away 3. That's good.
That's what we're talking about. If they can just move the ball on extra passes, they'll get better shots.
Nambata counter 3. It's there.
That miscommunication, because not everybody, some thought they were in a zone, some thought they were in a man. So there was miscommunication there.
Rain or Shine still chipping away at this lead slowly but surely. Motau Tua goes to the quick move. Bo Belga asking for a traveling violation. Referee's not biting as Tautua scores down low. Another 3 on the way for Moko, and it's good.
Still, they don't know if they're in a man or the zone because they came out with the zone after the timeout. They should just fix that so they know what the defense they're in.
Chris Ross posting up against Nambatak, something that he did against LA Tenorio in their last game. Flop coming from Nambatak, Mo Tautua misses wildly from the outside. Tatakbo ang Rain or Shine. JV Mocon attacks middle. His extra pass goes wayward. Uh-oh. CJ Perez, I think, rolled his ankle. Wasted opportunity for Rain or Shine as looks like CJ Perez will just retie his shoes.
Pagpag lang.
Sana lahat ng injury, ganun lang no, coach. Sikipan mo lang yung sintas, okay na. We know how tough he is as a competitor. Look at this one more time. Let's see what exactly transpired. Oh, ayun.
Yeah. JB Mocon stepped on his ankle.
But he caught it at a really bad angle. Kaya a slight sprain there for CJ Perez. Arwin Santos, extra pass to Terence. Romeo attacks. The layup is good. As you said, a little more patience and it will pay dividends for the Beermen.
Because they've got the defense has to be, but yeah, they need to move the ball because they've got so many scoring options.
But Karakot gets it right back with a quick attack on the other side. Karakot playing cat and mouse with Terence Romeo. Mid-range jumper. Nothing there for Arwin as the ball bounces to Asisio. Asisio to Santillan. One-hander won't work as he was fouled from behind. This is a very young unit for Coach Chris Gavina. You have Santillan, Asisio, and Karakot. With Bradwin Ginto and Rey Nambatak, he is really throwing the youngsters into the deep waters, asking them to stay within striking distance with this veteran San Miguel Beer crew. So far, so good for Rain or Shine as they've cut the deficit down to just 5 points, 64-59. Checking out our team standing so far, the San Miguel Beermen at number 3. So if they pick up this win, they will be at the solo second spot right behind the TNT Tropang Giga. And if you're San Miguel, you're confident with that situation kasi kung matalo ng isa yung TNT and you end up leveled, you have that win against them. And that means that quotient will be in your favor. So that adds certainly to their chances of making it into the quarterfinals with one of the top 2 spots.
Yes, San Miguel really wants to get to the top 2 spots, knowing that they will be playing the 8th or the 7th spot. Rain or Shine, on the other hand, needs as many wins as possible to get to the top 4. Not necessarily the top 2, but stay there within the 3rd or the 4th spot, which gives them still a twice to beat advantage. No, that's 3 out of
best of 3.
Best of 3 series.
So if you're Rain or Shine, anywhere from number 3 to number 6 is acceptable for you. As long as you don't fall at number 7 and number 8 for Rain or Shine, that's the soft target. 3 to 6, battle against anyone in a best of 3 quarterfinals. You would like your chances if you're Coach Chris Gavina.
Correct.
Warning on Rain or Shine Elastopainters head coach Chris Gavina for continuous complaining.
64-60. Pero ito yung stage na hindi ma-overcome pa nitong Rain or Shine. They would cut it down to 3 or 4 and then all of a sudden, San Miguel Beer will come back. But this time around, Santillan goes for the slam dunk. They cut it down to 2 with momentum starting to turn now to their favor.
Yes, now you're giving confidence to Rain or Shine. San Miguel is giving confidence to Rain or Shine. The defensive level of Rain or Shine is now up.
Good trapping defense there, delaying the offense. Terence Romeo against Karakot. Great swipe, but Terence recovers, passes it out to CJ Perez. Misses. Rebound for Santillan. And here goes Rain or Shine. Oh, good swipe coming from CJ. But he runs out of space on the sideline. Ball will stay with the Elastopainters. Look at this nice pass coming from Anton Asistio and Santillan skying for the slam dunk.
Good defense by Rain or Shine leads them to a all-alone layup.
Nambatak against Romeo. Nambatak asking for a screen. Hard show from Gotladera. Bradwin Ginto with 2 seconds remaining. Nambatak has to pull the trigger. Misses from deep. Offensive rebound para kay Asistio. Fresh 14 on the shot clock for Rain or Shine. Look at this. They have the chance to tie or take the lead. Asistio goes to the spin. His pass wild as Bradwin was already waiting to compete for a possible rebound.
Because he thought that Karakot would really score the layup. So he's really, that's not knowing your teammate because Karakot is new. But in due time that they will get to know each other.
Mawala Tautua not quick enough to get out of the way mula kay Ray Nambatak, and they are in the penalty. So that will bring Nambatak to the free throw line for 2.
And if I were Gabida, I'd be happy to be at this stage. 4 points down, possible just 2 points down, and ending of the third.
And they've limited itong San Miguel Beer to only 15 points in this third quarter. Again, it is the defense. If you're Rain or Shine, the only chance of winning against SMB is if you defend well.
And they're defending, and they're just doing just that.
So, Coach Caloy Garcia there, coach that you have come to know a lot more during your stint with Gilas Pilipinas, Coach John?
Yeah, funny guy. Good knowledge of the game.
Oh, 3-point shot for Anton Asistio, and just like that, we're all tied up at 66 apiece.
Yes, now it's a game. And that's where Rain or Shine wants to be, in this position. But if you're San Miguel, you don't want to be in this position.
Mo Tautua against Karakot. Romeo against a big. Good defense so far for Rain or Shine as they pick up a steal. Asistio sends it forward to Santillan, forces it up and in. And one opportunity for Santi.
I think San Miguel is not playing as a team right now. I think they're doing too much individual, relying too much on their individual talent.
How about these young guns, Coach Jong, for Rain or Shine?
That's why it's good to have young guns because they'll just keep playing, not feel the pressure yet, but just keep on playing hard, follow what the coach wants, and that's why they're doing very well.
Doing this without Belga, without Norwood, without their veterans on the floor. Pinaka-veterano na nila dyan, Nambatak and Bradwin Ginto. 12-2 run as Terence Romeo gets the friendly bounce to tie the game once again at 69. Last shot time para dito sa Rain or Shine Elastopainters. Nambatak will run the horns. SMB already in penalty. Santillan for 3. That's good! Santillan having a big quarter. Good foul given up there by Karakot.
Fouls on number 14, Andre Karakot. Substitution, Chris Ross for Terence Romeo.
As Chris Ross replaces Terence Romeo for the final 1.6 seconds of this third quarter. Rain or Shine up by 3. Mawala Tautua to beat the buzzer. That's wild off the board.
At the end of 3,
So after first 3 quarters, With the Rain or Shine Elastopainters being down by as many as 13 points, they've clawed their way back into this contest, outscoring the San Miguel Beermen 31-18 here in the third quarter, as they will carry a 72-69 lead into the fourth final period of action. The offense of the Rain or Shine Elastopainters coming alive in the third quarter. Leonard Santillan has been settling into his role. Great numbers against the Magnolia Hotshots, 14 points and 5 rebounds. And he was able to use that confidence to parlay that into some more success against the San Miguel Beermen, specifically in that third quarter. Leonard Santillan with 11 points and 3 rebounds in this ball game to help Rain or Shine pick up a 3-point lead.
Well, all Santillan needed was a breakout game, which he had against Magnolia, to build his confidence. He did not start out very well in the season or in the conference, but now he's getting into the groove. And I'm happy to see him get into the groove because I know he has a lot of talent.
Coach, how about that decision of Coach Chris Gavina to just use his younger players against this veteran team? How much guts does it take to pull off a move like that?
No, it's hard, but it's a great move. It's a gamble, but it came out to be a great move.
Now all of a sudden, Leonard Santillan playing like a PBA superstar here in the third and fourth quarters, as he has upped their lead to 5 points, the biggest of the matchup for Rain or Shine. Tautua with a strong move as a counter on the other side. The fresh legs nitong mga batang players certainly helping Rain or Shine's cause, as this will be an offensive foul and illegal screen against Asistio. Oh, this move coming from Moala Tautua. He was able to gather and elevate in front of the defense of Bradwin Ginto. They go back to that matchup. Tautua against Ginto. Mo with the same move. This is a wild one. As a foul will be called against Ginto. Ball will stay with the San Miguel Beermen. Yung maganda dito, Coach Jong, while the youngsters are doing well, you also have Gabe Norwood and Bo Belga getting a longer break than usual, so they will be fresh coming in at some point in the fourth quarter.
Well, you know that come the fourth quarter, come to the nitty-gritty minutes of the fourth quarter, you will need a mix of veterans and your young ones. So the young ones are keeping the fort right now. Game is tied and doing perfect and terrific job in keeping Rain or Shine in the game.
Good block coming from Arwin Santos, fresh off converting on a 3-point shot to tie the contest. Now Gabe Norwood is back in action for Rain or Shine. Karakot the long three, no good. Rebound for Bradwin, extra possession now for Rain or Shine. Nambatak uses the screen. Big man on him now in Arwin. Ray Nambatak with the extra pass to Norwood, open for three, no good. Great looks on offense for Rain or Shine. Norwood just could not sink it.
that's all you want from an offense is just to create the best shot possible, and that happened off a penetration, pick and roll.
That was a wild attack coming from Moala Tautua. It was going nowhere as he throws the ball out of bounds.
Right, the offense of San Miguel is like the pass is the last option, the score is the first option, when I think the pass should be the first option once you draw the defense.
Now JV Mocon also is back in this matchup. Nambatak against Ross. You want to go to Santi. He's had the hot hand in this stretch so far. Santillan is fouled for 2 free throws, and you love the confidence coming from the young gun.
Yes, he's gained the confidence. He's playing very well, and he knows that he realized that he can compete with the PBA players.
Too strong on the free throw for Santillan. Again, the free throws. It has been a struggle for Rain or Shine. 9 of 18 right now for an even 50%. And in a game as tight as this one, you need every point that you can get, Coach Jong.
Hindi sinasanay that they're shooting 18 free throws. So, but yes, you're correct. Every point counts, especially free throws, because that's an easy point that you need to make.
What a move coming from CJ Perez as he split 2 defenders to score in the middle of them as the lead goes back to San Miguel Beer. 76-75, a 1-point advantage for the Beermen. Santillan for 3. Oh, he's on fire!
That's already 2 3-pointers for Santi. I think he's got 15 points already. 13.
17 points in the ball game. Most of those in the second half as well as CJ Perez attacks. The deep reverse layup won't work as he was fouled. But as you said, Coach, itong San Miguel Beermen, their plays are coming off just talent, individual talent, one-on-one plays.
Yes, there's no action going on. It's just an individual talent, individual skill, individual points to move. So, but I think, if they run something, even something decent, even a simple ball pick or a simple post game, wherein they can just initiate the pass and create some closeout opportunities and even a 3-point shot.
Now CJ Perez on the line, misses the second as the lead will stay with the Rain or Shine Elastopainters.
And it gets frustrating for the San Miguel Beermen when the person that's going one-on-one is not making shots. If they're making shots on a one-on-one, then it seems okay. But if you're not making your one-on-one shots, then ball movement is important.
Oh, there's ball movement as Moala Tautua takes care of business with the second attempt. Good drive mula kay CJ Perez, finish from Tautua. As the lead swings back to the side of SMB 79-78, Belga tried to post up against Mo. Big Bo against Big Mo. Belga kicks it out. Santillan, another 3 on the way. Good again!
Yep, 3 out of 3 for Santi in the 3-point area.
Having the game of his PBA career so far. 20 big points for Leonard Santillan. Lead is back with the Rain or Shine Elastopainters, 81-79, as this timeout is brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. Leonard Santillan leading the attack for the Elastopainters. He's doing it from inside, but definitely doing it from outside as well. As this versatile big man, he plays, a game that could be comparable, maybe just a little bit bigger compared to JV Mocon in the sense that he can also do a lot of things inside and outside.
Yes, now he's showing that he's got a three-point arsenal in his game. I didn't know he had one. Yes, decent three-point shooter, but he's 3 for 3 so far.
Oh, Mo Tautua fouled on the second attempt. Missed the first one. Pero yung second jump nandun pa rin for Mo as he was able to draw a foul from Bo Belga. Kita mo yung panghihinayang kay Bo kasi nakastop na sila eh. Nakuha na nila yung miss eh, but just could not complete it with a rebound.
Yeah, he should have, Bo Belga should have gotten help or should have boxed out Mo Tautua or could have gotten help from the weak side for the defensive rebound. Kasi na out of position si Bo. Kasi ang lakas din naman ni Mo.
Oh, but 2 misses from the free throw line for Tautua as Rain or Shine will have the opportunity to add on to this 2-point lead, 81-79. Mocon wiggles free for 3. That's good! Chris Ross asking for an illegal screen. Referees not biting on it. Rain or Shine catching fire. 5-point lead now for the Elastopainters. Marcio Lassiter against Asisio. Marcio attacks middle. The layup is gone.
San Miguel has to play better defense than what they're doing now because they're having a hard time finding scoring opportunities.
Norwood waiting for the play to develop. Asisio has it against Perez. Belga dribbles out, looks for Mocon against Ross. 4 seconds to shoot. Asisio, the long bomb, no good. That did not hit the rim, so it will be a shot clock violation against the Elastopainters.
But that's all right for Rain or Shine because they run the clock, not turn the ball over. Yes, they had the shot clock, but they got an open shot too.
Andre Caracot
Andre Caracot will enter the ball game for Leonard Santillan. Biglang liit nitong lineup ni Coach Chris Gavina. And then on the other side, Coach Leo Austria, I think, will pull off Twin Towers with Junmar Fajardo alongside Mawala Tautua. And that is indeed the case.
Now we see Rain or Shine seeing that lineup went to a zone right away.
This lineup is a little too small for Coach Chris Gavina to try and contend with 2 prime-time big men in Junmar and Tautua. Another 3-point shot on the way. Good again for Rain or Shine. That was Andre Caracot hitting it fresh from the bench.
Yeah, fresh from the bench. And I think this is a record of 3-point made shots for Rain or Shine in this conference.
Oh, that was a kickball for Caracot. Reset the shot clock to 14. 3-point shooting. We said it was heavily in favor of the San Miguel Beermen. Now it has turned 13 3-point makes for Rain or Shine, only 11 for the San Miguel Beermen.
13 made out of how many shots?
That's 13 of 36. As Fajardo misses inside. 2 free throws coming up for CJ Perez.
Foul is on number 30, Bo Belga. That's his 4th foul. 14 fouls.
4th personal foul on Bo Belga. Another missed opportunity sa kanila, coach, dahil they forced a miss of Junmar, just could not get the rebound.
Yes, they're in a zone right now, and it's hard to really rebound against if you're in a zone. But everybody has to do their job in getting into the paint so that they can get the defensive rebound.
I hear this a lot coming from you because when you're in a zone, you're defending a spot. So you cannot necessarily box someone out when you're just defending a spot, which
That's
makes
right.
it a little bit harder to pick up rebounds. CJ Perez converting on both free throws. As we said, the 3-point shooting story now turning almost a turnover. Yes, it will be a turnover. against Karakot. Marshall Lassiter, extra pass to Tautua down low. Mo ties the ball game at 87 all.
You see what an extra pass can make? The extra pass can makes your other teammates really want to play. But if you just go one-on-one and miss a shot, it's really frustrating.
Miss from the mid-range for JV Mocon as we swing back to the side of the San Miguel Beermen. Now a chance to retake the lead. Fajardo posting up. Mo Tautua down low. As again, the Twin Towers trying to do damage. Tautua with a sorry miss there. Karakot to Norwood. They will not force it. Norwood sends it back out to settle matters. Oh, nice move coming from JV Mocon. The defense caught napping for SMB.
Well, it's either they're in a zone or they're in a man-to-man, but you know, Junmar had nobody to defend.
Good read coming from Rainer Shine's offense to retake the lead, 89 to 87. Tight pass, too tough coming from Mawala Tautua. That was not something that you'd want if you're Coach Leo Austria.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, that's a bad offensive possession there.
Turnover for the San Miguel Beermen as Rainer Shine will have an opportunity to add on to this 2-point lead when we come back from this timeout. The Rainer Shine Elastopainters in their penultimate game of the elimination round in your 2021 PBA Philippine Cup. Staying ahead of the San Miguel Beermen, it was a crawl for them to be able to get back into this matchup, but they chipped away at it. And then with JV Mocon leading them with 18 points, and Leonard Santillan having the game of his life with 20 points. Now they're in a good spot ahead of the San Miguel Beermen. Less than 4 minutes remaining in this ball game. We thank you for joining us on PBA Rush. Carlo Pamintuan with Coach Jong, with Chico on the call. Gabe Norwood asking for a clear route. They want to go to Leonard. Asisio finally sends the ball out to Mocon. 3 seconds to shoot. Santillan in trouble here. And that might be a shot clock violation. The play took too long to develop. At yung masakit doon, that was coming off a timeout.
Yes, because they wanted some floppy movement or interchange movement by the guards, but nothing materialized, and they could not, they could not create something of another play.
89 to 87, still a 2-point lead for Rainer Shine. Coach Leo goes back to his usual mix in the bigs with Arwin Santos and Fajardo. Ross kicks it out to Perez. CJ settles for the long shot, no good. Bradwin with the board. So it is Norwood with Bradwin Ginto, Mocon, Asisio, and Santillan. Mid-range J, it's good for Asisio with a foul on Ross.
Yeah, I mean, the defense of San Miguel, they know who's going to score. Their guards are the one that's scoring, aside from Santillan. So now you end up chasing the guard that's supposed to score. So if you just deny him the ball and make the big man beat you, I think you'll be all right.
Asisio completes the end one play as he extends their lead to 5 points, 92 to 87. And the Rainer Shine Elastopainters hang on to this lead. Chris Ross fakes the three. CJ Perez now looking for Fajardo at the post. They could not get the ball to him. Decent defense coming from Bradwin Ginto. Romeo to Santos for three. No good. Rebound goes to Terence Romeo. Pulls the trigger from deep. Nothing there. Arwind with another opportunity, but he runs out of space from the baseline.
At that time, you know, they wanted to go to Junmar, could not get the ball to Junmar, so they had to ad-lib, and nothing came good out of that possession there.
Marshall Lassiter re-entering the contest, replacing CJ Perez. This is the biggest lead of the ball game for Rain or Shine. Mocon against Ross, asking for a screen. Mocon makes his move, kicks it out to Bradwin Ginto, blocked by Fajardo. They get the ball back with 5 seconds remaining. Ginto had the ball swiped from him. Another empty possession for Rain or Shine.
I mean, if Rain or Shine wins today's game, I'd attribute their win to bad defense by San Miguel.
But with 2 minutes and 6 seconds, this is more than enough time, certainly, for a team as good as the San Miguel Beermen to be able to get back into this ball game, especially with that foul from Bradwin Ginto, pushing them into the penalty situation. And it will be a timeout requested by the San Miguel Beermen. They are down by 5 points, 92-87. We'll take a quick break. Taking a look at our team standings for the Rain or Shine Elastopainters, the best case scenario is a 7-4 win-loss tally. It might be enough to challenge for a top 2 spot at this stage because you have the Meralco Bolts playing. Also, if you deal a defeat to the San Miguel Beermen in this game, they have 3 losses. So 7-4 could be enough for a top 2, especially if the numbers work out for you in terms of quotient. That is what the target is right now for Rain or Shine as they're playing their final 2 games of the elimination round. 5-point lead being protected by the Elastopainters. Last 2 minutes of this ball game. Terence Romeo fakes and then is forced to a miss by Gabe Norwood.
Well, that's a great stamp by Rain or Shine in that possession, because if San Miguel was able to convert, that would have been just a 2 or 3-point game.
No movement in the offense for SMB. Just a one-on-one for Terence Romeo coming up empty. 3 seconds to shoot. They're in trouble here as Bradwin Ginto beats the shot clock. Our referees will be able to take another look at that.
It's very close.
Coach, just going back to your point earlier of San Miguel settling for the one-on-ones. 34 field goals made for Rain or Shine, 26 assists. 33 field goals made for SMB, only 15 assists. Ooh,
Right.
that's tight. That is
it's
very,
close,
very
yeah.
close. Even on replay, it's very close.
Yeah.
This should be a better angle. 1.2, he catches it. 0.5, no, wow, that's close.
Yeah, I'd call it not counted. How about you?
Do we have a slower slow-mo?
There,
This is the
not counted. Because the ball was still in his fingers. In this angle, huh?
Basket is not counted due to a shot clock violation.
great call, Coach Jong. That's why you're the multiple-time PBA champion coach.
I can be the technical committee behind there for 24-second shot clock.
Ooh, but that's very close. I mean, with all credit to our referees, it was really tight, difficult to call it on
Yes.
the floor. So it's good that we have the replay to have another look at it. Terence Romeo bumped and he will be taking 2 free throws. So Terrence not allowing the defense of Rain or Shine to settle. Inatake niya agad. And now he will troop to the line for 2.
2 free throws for Terrence Romeo.
Terrence Romeo remains perfect from the stripe at 4 of 4. He has 19 points, 6 assists, 3 rebounds, and 3 steals in the game.
Yeah, it's still a lot of time, 1 minute 20 seconds. If Terrence makes the shot, it's just a 3-point game with 1 minute and 20 seconds to go. Rain or shine, just move the ball. The clock is on their side and try to get the best shot possible by the right guy. Run an offense that can get a shot by the right guy.
Pressure defense coming from the San Miguel Beermen all of a sudden. Foul called against Moala Tautua. They're still far from the penalty situation, but we are in the final 2 minutes.
Number 33, Mo Tautua, that's his third first team foul for San Miguel under the last 2 minutes.
Yeah. You don't want,
Where will this play go to for Rain or Shine? Anton Asisio goes to Gabe Norwood. Corner pocket, 3 ball, no good. Arwin Santos with a board. And now San Miguel will have a chance to inch closer, even tie the contest with a triple. Chris Ross attacks baseline, kicks it out. Marcio for the tie, no good.
But that was
That is a foul. That is a foul against Arwin Santos, it looks like.
Only foul on number 29, Arwin Santos penalty. That's his 5th personal.
And that will send the Elastopainters.
There.
The referee saying inipit ni Arwin
Yes.
yung braso nitong si Santillan.
Yes.
Oh boy, the first one bounces in for Leonard Santillan, who has 21 points in this ball game. Second free throw for Santi. Does not get the bounce. The ball will stay with Rain or Shine pending a review. No need to panic. Everyone calm down. We will take another look at it.
Automatic review anyway for the sure call.
But again, Coach, the free throws for Rain or Shine, we've been talking about it all game long. You have to convert on your free throws.
Red
Yeah,
ball.
it looks like it would have to be SMB because that is 2 Rain or Shine
Yes.
Elastopainters front and back. Hindi man nakalapit sila
Yes.
Tautua at Arvin Santos.
Red ball.
After review, ball possession goes to San Miguel.
Definitely the correct call. But again, Coach, the free throw shooting, it's 12 of 22 for Rain or Shine. If they converted 3 of those free throws, 3 of those 10 misses, it would have been a very different ball game. But at least they are ahead if you're talking about Rain or Shine side, as they're up by 4, 93 to 89, 51 seconds remaining. Still a lot of time, especially with the Beermen having this kind of offensive arsenal. Rain or Shine's defense also in penalty. So this is still a long way to go for Rain or Shine.
Yes, if I were Rain or Shine, I'd probably not really give it up, but I don't want any 3-point shot by San Miguel because that makes it a 1-point game. So even if they scored, 2 points, you're still up by 2 with about maybe even after you go to the other end, and the last shot will still be San Miguel, but you will still be up by 2 points.
But how about Coach Chris Gavina, instead of putting Bo Belga in the game, trusting Bradwin Ginto to defend Junmar Fajardo? And it has been successful for them so far here in the second half. Hand off to Terrence Romeo for 3. No good. Rebound battle won by Bradwin Ginto, but it will be a jump ball.
He went for the 3. San Miguel, Coach Leo went for the 3 right away. He did not even look for the 2.
Unfortunate turn of events for Rain or Shine as Bradwin ended up with the ball. Now they will have to take free throws. Yeah, that's illegal. Anton, you will have to
You're
be
illegal.
outside.
You're inside the free throw line.
Bradwin versus Junmar with the jump. Here we go. And it will be rain or shine possession.
Don't foul.
Asisio snaking out, giving the ball up to Mocon. 4-point advantage. This is a 2-possession ball game. JV Mocon having trouble here. Emergency pass to Santillan. Misses the one-hander. And there was a foul on the rebound.
Oh.
Ooh, that's a bad foul on Bradwin Ginto.
Start the clock.
That shot was halfway home for Leonard Santillan. Just did not trickle in. Look at this play one more time. It was a great look for Santi. That's a signature shot, halfway home. Nothing there. Bradwin called for the bump, sending Junmar to the stripe for 2.
Now you need to foul.
Unless Rain or Shine calls a timeout, they advance the ball with 14 seconds remaining in their shot clock, with 19 remaining on the clock. It's the end game math.
It's yeah.
Second free throw for Junmar, also good.
Okay,
2-point lead, 19.5 seconds remaining. So the question is, if you're Coach Chris Gavina, do you put the play inbound in the backcourt or in the front court? We will find out in just a little bit. We have a timeout. So there are options here for Coach Chris Gavina. If you would inbound from the backcourt, you will have the entire 19 seconds. If in the front court, you will be left with 14. So the question is, saan maglalabas ng bola itong rain or shine? Looks like they will try on the front court. And then with 14 seconds, now do you foul if you're SMB, or do you just play good defense?
If I'd play good defense, if I'm confident with my defense, I play good defense and force them. I have 14 seconds on the shot clock, so they should be in a hurry.
Oh, steal here for CJ Perez. Perez all the way for 2 for the tie.
Now it's a tie game. Now Rain or Shine has no timeout.
CJ Perez with a gutsy move, knowing that he had an athletic edge against Asisio, stayed in front, timed that tap perfectly, and then turned on the afterburner. Skies for this layup to tie this ball game at 93 apiece. What a turnaround for the San Miguel Beermen, but they will have to play defense for 12.5 seconds and perhaps force an overtime period. We'll come back after this timeout. CJ Perez with a steal, and that layup ties the ball game. And we are down to the final 12.5 seconds of this ball game. Reset natin. One full timeout for SMB. 1 30-second timeout for the Rain or Shine Elastopainters. So if Gabe Norwood has trouble putting the ball in bounds, they still have 1 30-second timeout in case of emergency. Here we go.
And who are they going to? Bo Belga to screen Nambatak. Should have been, no.
Nothing happening so far. Belga having trouble, finally sending it to Nambatak. 4 seconds remaining. Nambatak puts it up and in! Broken play, but
Yes.
somehow Nambatak finds a way, as he has done so many times in the past in his young career with the Rain or Shine Elastopainters. The Stingray comes up big in traffic against 3 defenders, kisses it off the glass and in. Advantage, Rain or Shine.
It could have been a foul, which the referees let go. But it was a gutsy move by Nambatak, breakdown play. And he used to do that even during the Letran games.
He is a big-time player. He is not afraid of the moment. 95-93 with 2.5 seconds remaining. The San Miguel Beermen chasing the leaders, but Rain or Shine, they also want an opportunity to challenge for one of the top 2 spots. They're at 5-4 right now. You know, with this victory, they can move up. They can pull the Beermen a little bit down. So it's all on the line in the final 2.5 of this matchup. Coach Chong, who will take the last shot for San Miguel Beer?
I think it's still, I think it's going to be Romeo for the jump shot. Sometimes I run a play before when everybody's decoy on the outside, but I will pass the ball to a seal post inside, which with 2 seconds to go, you have a lot of time to do.
95-93. I would think Chris Ross would be the inbounder here as their best passer. CJ Perez is in the ball game. Junmar Fajardo also checking in. Oh, Terence Romeo will be in the ball game for Chris Ross. So it will be Marcio Lassiter. Don't count out the pass back to Marcio after he gives up the inbound play. That could also happen.
It's possible.
Here we go. Terence Romeo. Oh, adjust Marcio Lassiter. That's too late. And the Rain or Shine Elastopainters pick up a big win against the San Miguel Beermen.
Yep, great defense by Rain or Shine. Great game by Rain or Shine. You know, I couldn't even imagine that, you know, look at this play. Great defense by a tall guy. That's why Romeo had a hard time to initiate the shot because of a tall Santillan.
And the Rain or Shine Elastopainters pull it off after defeating the Magnolia Hotshots in their last game. They take down another big team in the San Miguel Beermen. Your final score, 95 for Rain or Shine, 93 for SMB. What a performance for the squad of Coach Chris Gavina.
Yes, you've got great games by Mocon, great game by Santillan. Everybody played a great game. Even Bradwin Ginto played a great game.
Best player of the ball game. He was crucial during that stretch when the Elastopainters turned their deficit into a lead. He hit 3-point shots, had the game of his career so far, 21 points, 5 rebounds. As our next level player of the game is Leonard Santillan. It's brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. And with that, they move up to 6-4. 6 wins against 4 losses. They pull the San Miguel Beermen down a little bit to 5-3. So Rain or Shine with back-to-back wins against 2 big teams are certainly, you know, in a much better position to advance to the playoffs and get a good spot there as well, as we move now to the press room with our best player of the game and our winning head coach.
Good afternoon and welcome to our post-game interview. Joining us are Rain or Shine Elastopainters head coach Chris Gavina and our best player of the game, Santi Santillan. Congratulations on your victory. Santi, ano yung pinag-usapan niyo ni coach before this game? Ano yung game plan niyo against San Miguel?
siguro consistency lang talaga. Yun yung sabi ni coach kung maganda yung laro mo nung last game, kailangan ganun din dito sa this game.
Kumusta naman yung suporta ng mga veteran teammates mo sa'yo na binibigay nila?
Okay naman kasi malaking tiwala talaga yung mga veterano sa amin na mga rookie. And yun, hindi namin binigo yung tiwala nila, talagang go hard kami, papasok kami sa court. Yun.
Coach Chris, race shot, race play, was that really the original play that you designed?
Yeah. I'd already designed a play where he would get the ball either at the top of the key or if we got it to the post, it was going to be a handoff to him. But, Ray's playmaking, that was all him. I got him the ball, and he's the one that was able to go with his instincts and make that game-winning basket for us.
Coach, you had Santi, Andre, and Karakut all together during the time that you were catching up with San Miguel. How confident were you having them together, playing and then catching up with San Miguel?
Going into this game, I told everybody we needed to be fearless today. And I'm fearless when I play these rookies. All these guys have shown such great character and extreme grit under extreme pressure these past 2 games. As you can see, they've been all ready to perform when their number's been called. So it's a blessing for us to have all these super rookies on our team.
Now we turn you over to our press friends. First up is Mr. Jonas Terrado.
Good afternoon. My question is for Santi. Santi, congratulations. Dito sa 2 games na to, maganda yung pinakita mo, especially nakalaban mo sila Alvin Abueva at si Arwin Santos. Ano kalaking bagay yan na tataas yung kumpiyansa mo matapos kong 2 laro?
Siguro yung tiwala lang talaga ng mga teammates ko, kaya yung nagawa ko yung mga na-shoot ko yung mga bola sa ring. Kaya yung 2 bantay na yun, grabe, si Kuya Calvin at si Kuya Arwin, talagang mahirap bantayan din. Kaya yung gagawin ko talaga, yung maka-stop lang talaga sa kanila. And then, yun, naipasok ko naman yung mga shoot.
Thank you.
These game highlights are brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. The San Miguel Beermen, scorching hot at the start, wanted to break the game wide open right there and then, Coach, in the opener against Rain or Shine.
We thought, and they even thought that the game would be easy, but Rain or Shine just kept on playing, trying to stay in the game as close as they can, and San Miguel just kept on playing and scoring. And same thing with Rain or Shine.
Rain or Shine was down by as many as 13 points in the first quarter. It ended with San Miguel holding a double-digit advantage. But James Yap starts to get going as well in the second period to allow Rain or Shine to climb back.
Well, James Yap helped in the scoring aspect of Rain or Shine. And it helped a lot because Santi wasn't scoring yet at the time, and so was JB Moconyat, who only had 4 points in the first half.
Terence Romeo also got himself going as San Miguel continued to carry a double-digit advantage heading into the third quarter, and this is where the momentum started to turn with the 3-point shots falling for the Rain or Shine Elastopainters. And this is the point, Coach, where we also see deficiencies in the defense of SMB.
Yes, because they turned the ball over a lot. They were giving shots to Rain or Shine, like they gave up 3-pointers to Santi with wrong defensive coverage, and they also got Mocon going in the third quarter.
Slim 3-point lead for Rain or Shine. In the fourth quarter, it was a tight battle with both teams getting big baskets, including this one. Junmar Fardo not quick enough to adjust the JV Mocon's baseline drive. And then after that, check out this play one more time. Anton Asistio getting the bump and the bucket against the defense of Chris Ross, but San Miguel Beer will stay right there with him. until this final big shot from Ray Nambatak. They were already in trouble, already a broken play, but Nambatak found a way.
That's already a broken down play, and Nambatak found a way to score that.
And in the final possession of the ball game, Terence Romeo hesitating to pull the trigger as he was well defended by Leonard Santillan. Your final score 95 for Rain or Shine, 93 for the San Miguel Beermen. Up next, we have a big one for you, a rematch of the Philippine Cup Finals of 2020. Barangay Ginebra, San Miguel going up against the TNT Tropang Giga.